In 1950, the casting process for Cyrano de Bergerac brought together a talented group of actors, each chosen for their ability to embody the complex characters in Edmond Rostand's classic play. The film starred José Ferrer as the titular character, with Ferrer's commanding stage presence and acting experience making him a natural fit for the role. Ferrer had already played Cyrano on Broadway, earning a Tony Award for his performance, which undoubtedly contributed to his casting in the film adaptation. The role of Christian, the handsome but inarticulate soldier who captures Roxane's heart, went to William Prince. Prince's earnest and sincere demeanor made him a perfect choice for the part. Meanwhile, Mallory Walker was cast as Roxane, the object of both Cyrano and Christian's affections. Walker's charm and grace won her the role, and she brought a delicate balance of strength and vulnerability to the character. The casting of the supporting characters was equally thoughtful. Maurice Carnovsky brought a sense of wisdom and authority to the role of Bret, Cyrano's loyal friend and confidant. Similarly, Ralph Clanton's comedic timing and versatility made him an excellent choice for the role of Ragueneau, the love-struck baker and poet. Throughout the casting process, the film's director, Michael Gordon, looked for actors who could bring depth and nuance to their roles. He sought out performers who could capture the spirit of Rostand's characters while also making them feel fresh and new. Ultimately, the cast of Cyrano de Bergerac came together to create a timeless and captivating film that continues to resonate with audiences today. Each actor brought their unique talents and perspectives to the production, resulting in a rich and engaging cinematic experience. The 1950 film adaptation of Cyrano de Bergerac was directed by Michael Gordon. Known for his versatile storytelling, Gordon's approach to this classic tale was characterized by a strong focus on the emotional journey of the characters, particularly Cyrano. He aimed to bring out the pathos in Cyrano's unrequited love for Roxane and the conflict between his physical insecurities and his rich inner world. Gordon's creative influences included the French stage tradition, which he sought to translate to the screen. He used close-ups to capture the actors' expressions and emotions, a technique that was innovative for the time. His style was marked by a keen eye for detail, as seen in the film's elaborate sets and costumes, which authentically recreated 17th century France. In collaboration with the cast and crew, Gordon fostered a supportive and creative environment. He worked closely with lead actor José Ferrer, helping him to delve deep into Cyrano's character. Ferrer's powerful performance, which won him an Academy Award, was a testament to their successful collaboration. Gordon's approach to directing was characterized by his ability to bring out the best in his actors and crew, his attention to detail, and his commitment to storytelling. Through his vision, the story of Cyrano de Bergerac was brought to life in a way that resonated with audiences, leaving a lasting impact. The 1950 movie, Cyrano de Bergerac, is a classic tale of love, honor, and courage. It follows the story of a French soldier and poet with an unusually large nose, who is in love with his cousin but unable to express his feelings. The movie is filled with many surprising and emotional moments that will keep you engaged. Despite being over 60 years old, this movie remains a timeless symbol of the film industry. Its enduring qualities include the powerful performances, the poetic and witty dialogue, and the beautiful cinematography. It's a movie that continues to inspire and captivate audiences to this day. I'm sure many of you have your own personal stories and memories related to this movie. Maybe you watched it with your family and it became a tradition, or perhaps it inspired you to pursue a career in the arts. We would love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. As for me, I remember watching Cyrano de Bergerac for the first time and being struck by the beauty of the language and the depth of the characters. It was a revelation to me that a movie could be both entertaining and thought-provoking, and it inspired me to explore more classic films. So, if you're ready to learn some fun, shocking, and sad facts about Cyrano de Bergerac, keep watching this video. And don't forget to share your own memories and experiences in the comments below. The 1950 film Cyrano de Bergerac, starring José Ferrer, was a significant production in its time. The movie's set design was a crucial aspect, with meticulous attention given to recreating 17th century France. The film's design team, led by Paul Gross, created intricate sets, including the grand Parisian square, the dimly lit taverns, and the romantic balcony scenes. The film was primarily shot in the United States, with the majority of scenes filmed at the 20th Century Fox Studios in California. However, creating a convincing 17th century French atmosphere in a Hollywood studio was a challenge. The production team used detailed props, authentic costumes, and convincing backdrops to transport audiences to a different time and place. One of the most innovative techniques employed during the production was the use of wide-angle lenses. This technology allowed for the capture of more of the set in each shot, enhancing the film's grandeur and authenticity. The use of these lenses also allowed for more dynamic camera movements, adding depth and movement to the scenes. Despite the challenges, the production team successfully created a captivating and convincing portrayal of 17th century France. The film's set design, locations, and innovative filming techniques all contributed to its enduring legacy as a classic of American cinema. The 1950 movie Cyrano de Bergerac is a classic adaptation of the play by Edmond Rostand, despite its low production values and poor quality videotapes. The film stars José Ferrer, who also played the role on Broadway as the main character, Cyrano. Ferrer's performance is the highlight of the movie, with his natural and polished acting making him the only standout in a cast of subpar co-stars and cheap sets. His portrayal of Cyrano is so impressive that he won an Oscar for his performance, as well as a RAG Award, a rare feat. Even if you're not a fan of old movies, Ferrer's masterful acting makes this version worth watching. The story revolves around Cyrano, a man with an unusually large nose, who is in love with his cousin Roxane, but believes she could never love him because of his appearance. Instead, he helps his friend Christian, who is also in love with Roxane, to woo her by writing love letters for him. If you're interested in the story of Cyrano de Bergerac, this movie is a must-watch. It's a low-budget film, but José Ferrer's performance is so captivating that it's easy to overlook the production's shortcomings. For a more modern take on the story, you can also check out the French version or Steve Martin's Roxane. Additionally, you might find it fascinating to learn about the real Cyrano de Bergerac, who was not only a brilliant thinker, but also often credited as the first science fiction writer. In conclusion, while the 1950 Cyrano de Bergerac may not have the best production values, José Ferrer's performance is a testament to his acting prowess. The story is enduring and intriguing, and it's worth watching this version to see a master at work. The music in the 1950 film Cyrano de Bergerac, composed by Franz Waxman, plays a crucial role in enhancing the narrative and emotional tone of the movie. Waxman, an accomplished composer, created a score that beautifully complements the film's themes of love, honor, and self-doubt. The score features a wide range of emotions, from the passionate and romantic to the melancholic and somber. The love story between Cyrano and Roxane is beautifully echoed in the romantic themes, while the challenges faced by Cyrano are reflected in the more somber pieces. The music is skillfully woven into the fabric of the film, often used to highlight key moments and emotions. Waxman's approach was to create music that would serve the story and the characters, rather than being a dominant element. He used leitmotifs, or recurring musical themes, to represent the main characters and their emotions. For instance, Cyrano's theme is marked by a sense of longing and unrequited love, while Roxane's theme is more gentle and romantic. The soundtrack also includes several period pieces, such as Baroque music and traditional French folk songs, which add to the film's historical authenticity. These pieces are seamlessly integrated into the score, creating a rich and varied musical tapestry. The musicians involved in the creation of the score, including the Hollywood Studio Symphony Orchestra, brought Waxman's compositions to life with their skill and dedication. The result is a score that not only complements the narrative and emotional tone of the film, but also stands on its own as a work of art. In the words of Waxman himself, the music must become an integral part of the story, of the action, of the characters. It should never be superimposed, but should rise out of the scene, out of the action, out of the characters themselves. This philosophy is evident in every note of the Cyrano de Bergerac score, making it a memorable and integral part of the film. José Ferrer, who played Cyrano, had a connection to Don Quixote as he later performed the role in The Musical Man of La Mancha. On the other hand, Elena Verdugo, who also starred in the film, was recognized with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and attended the Western Film Fair in 2005. Her co-stars included Ty Hardin, Ed Nelson, Donna Douglas, Joe Morrow, Richard Anderson, Lorna Gray, and Henry Darrow. These accomplishments demonstrate the lasting impact and recognition that the cast members receive for their work in the film industry. One of the most iconic scenes in the 1950 movie Cyrano de Bergerac is the opening theater scene. The direction by Michael Gordon is stellar, as he skillfully establishes the atmosphere of the 17th century French theater. The camera movements are fluid, and the wide shots showcase the grandeur of the theater, while close-ups capture the emotions of the characters. José Ferrer's performance as Cyrano is exceptional, particularly in this scene. His monologue about his large nose is both humorous and poignant, and his delivery is impeccable. He embodies Cyrano's confidence, intelligence, and vulnerability, making the audience immediately invested in his character. The cinematography by Ted McCord is also noteworthy. The use of low-key lighting creates a dramatic and intimate ambience, perfectly complementing the tone of the scene. The camera angles are innovative, with high and low angles used to emphasize Cyrano's stature and the grandeur of the theater. This scene has a significant impact on the audience. It sets the stage for the rest of the movie, introducing Cyrano's character, his unique personality, and his talent for words. It also establishes the theme of love, deception, and honor that runs throughout the film. In an interview, Ferrer commented on his portrayal of Cyrano, stating, "Cyrano is a complex character, full of contradictions. He's a man of great pride, but also of great humility. He's a warrior, but also a poet. He's a man who's deeply in love, but also deeply afraid of rejection." This complexity is beautifully portrayed in the opening theater scene, making it one of the most memorable scenes in the movie. José Ferrer, known for his role in Cyrano de Bergerac and The Fifth Musketeer, was succeeded by Gérard Depardieu, who played Cyrano in a later remake, and Porthos in The Man in the Iron Mask. The film, nominated for America's Greatest Love Stories, fell into public domain due to copyright failure, resulting in low quality and edited versions circulating in the market. It's unfortunate that this classic film's legacy has been affected by poor reproductions, diminishing the viewing experience for audiences. The 1950 movie Cyrano de Bergerac, starring José Ferrer, made a significant cultural and social impact. The film, an adaptation of the play by Edmond Rostand, resonated with audiences due to its exploration of themes like love, honor, and self-acceptance. Cyrano's large nose, which he perceives as a flaw, is a metaphor for societal pressures to conform to beauty standards. This resonated with audiences, sparking discussions about self-image and acceptance. The film also influenced pop culture, with numerous references in literature, music, and other films. For instance, the 1987 film Roxane, starring Steve Martin, is a modern adaptation of Cyrano de Bergerac. The movie's portrayal of unrequited love and the use of letters as a means of expressing feelings influenced romantic narratives in literature and film. It also contributed to discussions on the societal expectations of men, particularly in terms of expressing emotions. Cyrano's character, a skilled poet and swordsman, challenged stereotypes and showed that intellectuals could also be brave and physically capable. This resonated with audiences, particularly during a time when societal roles were being redefined. In essence, Cyrano de Bergerac, through its exploration of relevant themes, contribution to pop culture, and challenge of societal norms, left an indelible impact on audiences and society at large. Virginia Christine and José Ferrer were both successful actors in the 1950s, and with Ferrer being particularly well known for his portrayal of Cyrano de Bergerac. Christine often found herself being confused with Virginia Gregg, but gained an edge over her rival when she landed the Mistress Olsen commercials. Ferrer's performance as Cyrano was his most famous, and he even won an Oscar for it. He had previously played the role on stage and on television, and would go on to play it again in a French film. The 1946 Broadway revival of Cyrano de Bergerac, starring Ferrer, was a great success and ran for 193 performances. Ferrer's portrayal of Cyrano became his most famous role and the one he would return to the most throughout his career. He is considered by many to be the greatest Cyrano within recent memory, eclipsing all other American actors who had played the role before him. The 1950 film Cyrano de Bergerac received positive reviews for its faithful adaptation of the classic play and the strong performance by José Ferrer in the title role. Critics praised Ferrer's portrayal of the witty and poetic Cyrano, which earned him the Academy Award for Best Actor. The film also received an Oscar nomination for Best Art Direction. Audience members enjoy the romantic and dramatic elements of the story, resonating with the themes of love and valor. The awards and nominations the film garnered were significant for the cast and crew, affirming their skill and dedication to bringing the story to life on screen. These honors also helped to elevate the film's status in cinema history, ensuring its place as a memorable and respected adaptation. José Ferrer, the lead actor in Cyrano de Bergerac, was a talented pianist in his youth and maintained a lifelong passion for music. His performance in the movie earned him a unique distinction. He is the only person to receive an Oscar, Tony, and Emmy nomination for the same role. The film was shot using the Gazette balanced lens, which created a slight three-dimensional effect, allowing for an extreme depth of field. Initially released in 1950, the film was later re-released in 1953, capitalizing on the 3D craze. Even though the 3D effect was minimal, the re-release was marketed as a 3D process that did not require glasses. The making of Cyrano de Bergerac in 1950 was filled with challenges and triumphs. José Ferrer, who played the lead role, arrived on set with a broken nose, which added to Cyrano's distinctive appearance. Ferrer's dedication was evident as he spent hours learning to fence proficiently for the role. The film's director, Michael Gordon, aimed to create an authentic experience by shooting some scenes in a real Parisian theater. However, this proved difficult when they struggled to find extras who could accurately portray 17th century French citizens. The film's cinematographer, Ted McCord, used innovative techniques to capture the essence of the story. For instance, he employed a special lens to create the illusion of a longer nose for Ferrer during close-ups, without causing discomfort. Despite these challenges, the cast and crew formed close bonds. Ferrer, known for his humor, kept spirits high on set. Meanwhile, costume designer Jean Louis created over 4,000 costumes to ensure historical accuracy, further immersing the audience in the film's setting. The production of Cyrano de Bergerac was a testament to the team's determination and passion for storytelling, resulting in a film that continues to captivate audiences today. Edgar Barrier, who played Bret in the 1950 movie Cyrano de Bergerac, studied at Columbia University. His co-star, Mala Powers, developed a blood disorder after falling ill during a Christmas tour in Korea in 1951. The film featured fewer characters than the stage version due to the combination of 4 characters into 2. Cyrano's best friend Bret was a blend of Bret and Carbon de Casteljalou, while the cook Ragueneau was a combination of himself and the poet Lignier. These changes allowed for a more streamlined narrative while still capturing the essence of the original play. The 1950 film Cyrano de Bergerac, an adaptation of Edmond Rostand's play, has had a significant impact on film history. Starring José Ferrer in the titular role, the movie is renowned for its compelling storyline, Ferrer's powerful performance, and the innovative techniques used in filming, such as the use of wide-angle lenses. Cyrano de Bergerac has influenced many future filmmakers with its unique narrative style and character development. The film's exploration of themes like love, honor, and self-acceptance has inspired numerous adaptations and reinterpretations in later films. For instance, the character of Cyrano, with his eloquent language and outsized nose, has become a cultural icon, inspiring films like Roxane and The Truth About Cats and Dogs. Moreover, the film's innovative use of cinematography and performance techniques has left a lasting impact on the film industry. The wide-angle shots and expressive acting style used in Cyrano de Bergerac have influenced many filmmakers in their storytelling techniques. In addition, the film's exploration of the power of language and the human capacity for empathy has resonated with audiences and critics alike. The film's enduring popularity and influence can be seen in its frequent revivals and adaptations in theaters and on-screen. Overall, Cyrano de Bergerac has left a lasting legacy in the world of film, inspiring future filmmakers and audiences with its powerful storytelling and innovative techniques. José Ferrer was an accomplished actor, known for his work in plays and films. He was the first choice of director Billy Wilder to play the lead in The Lost Weekend, but the studio preferred a matinee idol for the part. Ferrer later won a Tony Award for his performance in the play Cyrano de Bergerac in 1947, a role he would reprise in the film version of the play, for which he won an Oscar in 1950. Ferrer was also a talented director, winning 3 Tony Awards for Best Director in 1952. His career was marked by his ability to take on challenging roles and bring them to life on stage and screen. Mala Powers is best remembered for her role as Roxane in Cyrano de Bergerac, where she starred alongside Oscar winner José Ferrer. Powers' portrayal of a rape victim in Ida Lupino's Outrage, released the same year, tackled a sensitive subject that had not yet been treated so directly in films due to censorship. José Ferrer's performance as Cyrano de Bergerac in the 1950 film is noteworthy for sharing the role with both Gérard Depardieu and his son, Guillaume Depardieu. Ferrer played the part of Cyrano in Cyrano de Bergerac, while Gérard Depardieu portrayed the character in the 1990 film. In The Fifth Musketeer, Ferrer played the role of Athos, a part that Guillaume Depardieu later took on in Milady and The Three Musketeers. Stanley Kramer, the producer of Cyrano de Bergerac, had initially planned to develop High Noon, but encountered copyright issues that led him to put the film into production as a substitute. The resulting movie, Cyrano de Bergerac, became a classic in its own right. In 1950, producer Stanley Kramer had concerns about the box office prospects of Cyrano de Bergerac, worrying that audiences would struggle to pronounce the title and leading actor's name. Despite this, the film became a modest success, partly due to its low budget and José Ferrer's Oscar-winning performance. Ferrer is one of 13 actors to receive an Academy Award nomination for portraying a real-life king, sharing this distinction with actors such as Laurence Olivier, Yul Brynner, and Colin Firth. Mala Powers, who co-starred in Cyrano de Bergerac, is notable for her diverse roles in the series Perry Mason, where she played both the victim, defendant, and murderer in various episodes. Her versatile acting skills contributed to the film's success, showcasing the depth of her talent alongside Ferrer's acclaimed performance. Have you seen the 1950 movie Cyrano de Bergerac? If so, we'd love to hear about your experiences and memories related to this classic film. Did it move you, make you laugh or cry, or inspire you in some way? How did it influence your perspective on cinema? Perhaps you were struck by the powerful performance of José Ferrer, who won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his portrayal of the titular character. Or maybe you were captivated by the timeless story of unrequited love, courage, and honor. Whatever your thoughts, we'd love to hear them. Share your stories and memories with us, and engage with our community by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more cinematic explorations. Together, let's celebrate the enduring legacy of Cyrano de Bergerac and the impact it has had on generations of moviegoers.